He is the principal of the Indiana Senior High School. Wade McElhenney joins us on the line this morning with a very big roster of folks to be with us. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd. How are you doing?
Wonderful. Good to have you with us. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. You have brought with us a very big and talented roster, I see.
We do. Our lineup includes this morning, talking about prom, will be Mr. Burdig, who is the student government advisor for prom, as well as a social studies teacher here at the school. For our senior class activities, we have the president of the senior class, Hassan Ali, who will be checking in and talking about those. And that carryover from last time, we have Mr. Scott Mosgrove, the advisor for National History Day, and talk about students' work and accomplishments with that. And then batting cleanup is Mr. Lazanik to talk about IHS athletics.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mr. Lazanik, he can swing the bat. Let's get to Michael Burdig first, okay?
All right, sir. Thank you. And if I can't talk, you have a great summer. Thanks again for having us on this year.
Right. My pleasure. My pleasure. Let's say hello to Michael Burdig. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd. How are you?
Wonderful, wonderful. So you've got a lot of things to talk about right now. Prom is certainly an issue for every school district, and Indiana seems to have worked theirs out. Tell me.
Yeah, we originally were going to be at the Gateway Clipper Fleet, and before a lot of this guidance changed, it just proved to be impossible to go there. So instead, we looked locally, and the students and I visited the Chetramon, which is, I believe, a newer facility, at least the event center there. It's just outside of Cherry Tree, and the students loved the location and thought that it's a very nice facility. And we were able to get catering from Luigi's and Climber, so I think the students are really going to like that. So that'll be Friday, May 28th, and we're still going to have a grand march. It won't be indoors, though. It'll be outside at our football stadium, Kuzneski Field. So that'll occur prior to the prom itself at the Chetramon.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that at this time of the year, in other years, you're making all kinds of adjustments because of different things that happen as you end a school year, but especially this year. And it's good that the students are so adaptable, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and I really thank my student prom chairs who couldn't be on this morning, but Beza Allison, Olivia Kuzneski, and Cameron Albert, they've done wonderful work in planning all of this, and couldn't do it without their help, certainly.
Terrific stuff. Anything else folks need to know about prom?
No, everything's been communicated, and so we should be good to go for Friday, May 28th.
Got your tux?
I'll be wearing a suit and tie like I normally do to school. No tux.
I want a tux with a purple ruffly shirt.
Or maybe one of those old light blue tuxes.
There you go. There you go. Make that with the purple ruffly shirt and really make a statement.
Yeah, that'd really be great, huh?
Michael, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Todd.
Have a great day.
You too.
Let's get to our next guest this morning, and this is going to be about senior class activities, right?
Correct.
Okay. Introduce yourself, if you would, please.
Hey, I'm Hassan Ali. I'm the senior class president. So I was involved with planning a lot of these, senior class activities at the end of the year, along with our advisor, Mrs. Sexton.
Yeah, and you've got a bunch of them.
Yeah, we have a lot. So the main two things are our graduation ceremony and our senior class trip. So the first thing that's going to be coming up is our class trip on June 2nd. And that will be at Hershey Park. Many students have signed up. It's looking to be a very great day for those students.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be a lot of fun. That's a trip too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. And this year, because we're going slightly later than normal, the water park will be open at Hershey Park as well. So there's talk of us being able to use that along with the normal rides and everything.
Oh, that's terrific. Terrific. What else is going on?
So after that, the week at the end of the year for seniors is going to be very busy because our class trip is June 2nd, and our rehearsal for graduation is June 3rd, and our actual graduation is June 4th. And so for graduation, we actually were very lucky to get a normal ceremony. It's going to be held at the KCAC like always. Masks will probably be required, But each student will be able to bring at least 4 guests and hopefully more depending on how the restrictions play out. But other than that, it will still be indoors. The promenade will still be happening. Everything that usually happens at graduation will be happening.
Yeah, and of course you'll follow the protocol, whatever it happens to be at that time. These things change day by day, don't they?
Yeah, they really are in flux a lot of times, but we're hoping that almost everything that has been done at past ceremonies will be done at this ceremony. Yeah. And including that will be our Baccalaureate Ceremony, which is run by our senior class vice president, who is Austin Homer, and they have a very great ceremony planned. For those who don't know, Baccalaureate is a spiritual ceremony that's optional that happens at the morning, and it's for students who are able to attend. Students can give speeches, and it's it's a very good experience for those who are able to come.
Yeah, absolutely. So senior class activities continue. Are there other things that are going to be done here in the next couple of weeks? Really, it's coming to an end soon.
Yeah, there's obviously prom is going to be happening for a lot of seniors as well, and the IHS leadership is hosting their annual fawn on May 25th. So from May 25th to June 4th, there's going to be a lot of events.
All right, Hassan, it sounds like it's a really busy time, and we appreciate your time with us here this morning. What are you doing to school? Where are you going to school after this?
I'm going to Cornell University, hopefully.
What are you going to study?
Hopefully economics.
Beautiful. Well, we wish you the best. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, and so this gentleman this morning joining us, Scott Mosgrove, we're supposed to have him with us last month, but we had some difficulties with our lines. He's here now, though. It's a historic day because Scott Mosgrove is with us. Hi, Scott.
I appreciate it, Todd. Good morning. How are you?
I'm wonderful. What's going on with you today?
I just wanted to take some moment. I appreciate the opportunity to recognize 3 of our students here at Indiana Senior High School for their participation in the Pennsylvania State National History Day competition, both the regional competition and the state competition. Mm-hmm. Those students are Carly Wang, Ronald Wang, and Will Berzonsky. Back in April, they participated in the regional competition over at IUP, and Will took a gold medal, Ron took a gold medal, and Carly took a silver medal in the regional competition, which qualified them for the state competition out in Carlisle for this past weekend. So we had some nice success with Dr. Warner Lippert and the IUP staff over there, and was able to get them onto the state competition.
Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, 2 golds and a silver. You can't beat that, except 3 golds, I guess, huh?
Exactly, and the kids, and this has been a unique year, as you know, with what you're doing in radio and what we've been doing here at the school all year. For them to work almost completely independently on their own, and the work that they were able to do, all I did was meet with them via Zoom meetings and online on Google Classroom, and assisting them via email. They really did an outstanding, exemplary job of putting together some fine projects.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know that they also had a fine, maybe the best ever student teacher in this last semester as well. How are you getting along without that guy?
I tell you what, it was a huge loss for us, and we were very fortunate to have him with us. And he was very helpful in communication with IUP, and we were able to have him work with students. But what an outstanding young man, and we wish him the best of luck with everything, Todd.
I should tell it, folks. Little insider there. That was my son.
Exactly, and it was funny. I didn't even make that correlation when he first showed up here. I didn't even make the connection. It took me a while to figure that out.
Because he's a decent guy, and I'm not.
Well, listen to you, but no, we were very fortunate to have him, an outstanding young teacher, and always good to see those excellent folks going into such a wonderful profession.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, Scott, thanks for being with us today. I appreciate it.
I thank you. I appreciate you, Todd, and thanks for everything you do for Indiana County.
It is our pleasure. Have a wonderful day today.
You too, sir.
All right, and now comes the cleanup hitter. He is the righty, Greg Lazanik, joining us this morning, Indiana Senior High Athletic Director. How are you?
I'm doing great, Todd. How are you doing this morning?
Fantastic. This has been a tremendous spring season for Indiana athletics, hasn't it?
Todd, it's been great. And even, let me just for a second, before spring, our winter sports wrapped up. Kyle, Tommy, 2 individual state championship gold medals in swimming. The hockey team lost in the state championship game. The rugby team lost in the state semifinal championship. Man. So it was a great finish to winter sports, and then our spring sports, like you said. Yesterday we had 3 athletes qualify for the state track meet: Charlie Weber, Abby Huey, and Joel Beckwith, and then all of our other teams: girls lacrosse, boys lacrosse, baseball, softball, all made the WPL playoffs. So it's been a busy spring around here, but it's been a great spring for our athletic teams.
Really good stuff, and it's a real tribute not only to the athletes themselves, and that's where the main focus is on the way these kids have comported themselves, but on all of the staff, the coaches, the parents, everybody that is required to bring about a successful athletic season and academic season for that matter as well. And this year especially, it's especially challenging, and they did it.
Absolutely, there's no doubt. This was, the cliche, it was a team effort, but this truly was a team effort, like you said, from the parents, the coaches, the athletes, the administration, the maintenance staff, with getting our fields ready, Greg Trout's people, Randy Fetterman's people, with the custodial staff over at the stadium. I mean, it's just been a great spring. Even with all the COVID issues, we made it. It's been a busy week, but I've been all over Western Pennsylvania this week watching WPL playoff games in all the sports. So it's been a busy week, but what a great week. What a great week to watch our Indiana High athletes compete.
Absolutely. Oh, and one other team we needed to mention was the lacrosse team. They did very, very well.
The lacrosse teams, the girls finished just with 2 losses under Coach Mike Weaver. And they play tonight out at Blackhawk High School against Franklin Regional in the second round of the WPL playoffs, the quarterfinals, and we've already beaten Franklin Regional once this year, so we have our fingers crossed. The boys lacrosse team won a first-round matchup against Quaker Valley, and I was down at Chartiers Valley last night after going to the baseball game up in Butler in the afternoon, and we lost a tough one last night, 13-11 down at Chartiers Valley, but what a great season for both our lacrosse teams.
Just amazing. Lots of great athletic achievements, and to get through the year athletically is an achievement in itself, Greg, and you're a big part of that as well, so we appreciate all of your efforts. Hey, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Todd. Thank you, and thanks for everything that you guys do for Indiana athletics.
Have a wonderful day today.
You too. Bye-bye.
And it is Indiana in the Morning on WCCI. In the morning on WCCI. In the